Hey everyone, this is Duran with the Florida Investor Deals on a live stream. I'm here with Mike with
Hello.
REI Genie. How you doing, Mike?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. How's your week?
It's going good.
Yeah, you're talking with a lot of sellers?
Oh yeah, too many.
Too many. How many sellers are you talking with, like on a daily basis?
Right now, it's an absurd amount. I can't even count personally.
Like 20, 30
Yeah.
sellers?
Yeah, a lot of sellers.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. So today, if you guys have any questions, if you have something that's going on, you want to close more deals, send us your messages, send us comments, and we'll help you live. We want to go over the top 5 things not to do on your marketing, top 5 things how not to spend your money on marketing this year.
Yeah.
So because we see that marketing is a big thing. A lot of people spending a lot of money on marketing, and that's how you get your leads. That's how you get your deals, spending money on marketing, but you got to spend it the right way, not the not the wrong way.
For
So
sure.
what is the number one that you think is they shouldn't spend their money on?
The number one way, I don't know if you shouldn't spend your money on it ever, but Google and Facebook ads, a lot of people might be like you know, it may feel offensive to them,
Okay.
but Google and Facebook ads, I think.
Yeah,
What do you
I mean,
think?
what I can tell you that Google and Facebook, they're a great market.
Yeah.
Like a great marketing platform, and a lot of people they use Google and Facebook. I use it all the time, but you got to know that there are big competitors. They're spending a bunch of money. They're dropping some serious cash on Google, on Facebook, on other, and they are your competitors. So meaning if you put $100 a day, they'll put $1,000 a day, or if you put $1,000 a day, they'll put $10,000 a day just to beat you and get those leads. So meaning that you spend your money, but you're not getting any results or bad results, and they're getting everything. So if you want to do those kind of marketing, you got to go either to an agency or you got to partner up with somebody that's putting a lot of money into that marketing to be worthwhile.
Right, and it's also just a matter of the fact that these leads that you get from Facebook, they're not verified at all. Like they filled out a form, sure, but even in wholesale, we get a lot of people that they fill out a form, but then we call them and they're not interested. But we spent $150 or whatever on that lead.
So putting an online form, meaning like they're putting information, their name, the address, and stuff, but it doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
Right? Sometimes they're just looking for a valuation, or they put the property on. I got that all the time. They put the property on the market. They can't sell it, and then now they're looking for cash buyers online to put to buy their property, but the property is already listed at a crazy price, and they're wondering why they can't sell it, and they're looking for the property for buyers themselves.
Exactly.
So you spend the money on Google and Facebook, but you get bad leads.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I guess what's number two? Number two
was the call callers.
Call callers.
So I mean, getting a call caller company to call your leads is great, but there are so many out there, like in the Philippines, South America, Egypt, Asia, whatever. They're calling, but they're not good callers. It's like the first 5 seconds of the call is so important, and if there's somebody with bad they don't know what to say, or they have bad accent, or they're just not getting it, you're gonna burn a lot of leads.
What we've noticed is when we hire a lot of those people, they're very typical salespeople, and you really need to be different. You need to act like you're not a salesperson, or you're a cold caller.
Right. Yeah. So call caller company, great. You got to make sure that you have great callers, and by talking about great callers, they should be in the US, or they should have a US accent. Even me, I'm not original from here and my accent is bad, but you need to have great people to call, right? So that's the second thing, and it's also costs a lot of money, and they can burn your leads. So I mean, you're talking about some serious money not to spend. The number 3 that I have for you is getting distractions, getting on, like, you have a bunch of leads, but you have a bunch of distractions, or a bunch of things that you're doing on a daily basis, and you're not following up on your leads. You're not calling them consistently, you're not talking them consistently, and that means that you're spending money on leads and you're not doing what you need to do to
Yeah,
close
of
them.
course. It's like some people, they will get a lead, and then the person says no, I don't want to sell, or no, I don't want to talk to a realtor right now, or whatever. But then they never follow up with the person, and some another realtor gets that listing because they didn't follow up.
Right. Right. So, I mean, you got to know how to put aside all your stuff and work on your real estate when you are working on your real estate, to follow up, to talk to people, to call them, to push for the close, because it's so important to push for close. A lot of people, they want to do it, but they're not sure they want to sell. They're not sure they want to buy. They're not sure what to do. But if you push them to it, they'll do it, and they need to understand that you are a person that they can trust. You're a person that you're going to do what you're saying you're going to do, and you want to do business with them.
Right, exactly. And I guess the third one that we have would be that a lot of the companies that are providing leads right now, big companies like Realtor and Zillow, they some of them are giving leads to multiple realtors, and that creates a very competitive environment that doesn't necessarily need to be that way. And I think
Yeah,
the next thing is spending money on those types of leads where they're given to a bunch of people.
yeah. So we're talking about exclusive leads, right? So a lot of companies, I mean, you said Zillow, Realtor, there are a bunch of those companies, big companies, and even small companies that they sell leads for motivated sellers, or leads for appointments, or leads for listings. But the problem is that they're gonna take that information and sell it to a bunch of people, same information, same seller, and then you end up calling the person. Either they're annoyed that 10 people already called them, or they say they got so many people calling them, now you have to fight and to compete with those people.
Hmm.
And it's not a good way to spend your marketing dollars,
Right.
right? So, I mean, if you are going to spend marketing dollars or spend some serious money on getting leads, Michael, what can you tell us about spending good money on marketing?
Spending good money on marketing, I would say, if you know the lead that you are spending money on should know that you're calling them at least, and then obviously you have to use your sales skills when you have the shot at talking to that person. So you should look for sources of leads where the person knows that you're going to be calling, and that you can go and sell yourself on them and get them meet up with them. That's what I
Right,
think.
right. So if you are buying appointments, or if you are buying leads, make sure that the lead knows that you're calling them, and make sure that they're waiting for you on the phone, or they know they're anticipating that you're gonna call them. They know what you're gonna talk to them about, and they're ready to sell.
Yeah, like
Right?
even if you're not going to spend any money on a service, at least like text people before you go and call them or something like that. Like you need to make sure that these people are warm when you're calling them. You don't just want to like go and cold
Yeah,
call
yeah,
people.
that's important. You want to know that they are warm. They are ready for you to call them. They're not like super cold and don't call me, or who are you? Why are you calling me, and stuff
Yeah,
like that. So, I mean, warming people is so important.
yeah.
I
That's why
see.
cold callers are kind of a waste of time because they're just calling a list of 1,000 people. And, it
Yeah,
doesn't
I
really
mean,
work.
they can warm the people for sure, but if they're good on the phone, and usually the people that are good on the phone are very expensive.
Hmm.
So you got to know where to spend your money, right, to be able to close more deals.
Right.
So that's what we're talking about, because I see a lot of people are sitting on the market, either not selling or are selling on the market but not able to get their price. That's also something that we got a question about a price
Yeah.
here.
How do you
Uh,
determine like the offer price on a property?
so a lot of people, they're asking crazy prices, or they'll go to Zillow and they'll see a price, right? They'll see this estimate and they say, "Oh, I want that price." But you got to take into consideration the condition of the property, because if your property needs roof, or if it needs kitchen, or if it needs flooring, and even if it doesn't need, right? But you haven't updated your house in the past 20 years or 15 years, you probably need work. Even if everything is in good condition and you walk into the house and it's okay, whatever, you're used to living like that, right? People used to live in like crazy stuff.
Hmm.
But I mean, you gotta understand that if you didn't update your AC, your kitchen, your bathroom, your water heater in the past 15 years, they'll need work. They'll need updating. And those things today, they cost a lot of money. So a kitchen can cost $10,000, $15,000. An AC can cost $4,000 to $5,000. Roof can cost $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 depending on your house. So when you're putting a price on your property, you gotta take that into consideration. You gotta
And
think.
this goes for realtors and wholesalers.
Yes, definitely. Because if you're a realtor, if you're an agent, and you're giving an owner a price evaluation, you got to take into consideration the things to fix in the house, the things that buyers are going to come and they say, oh, I need to fix this, I need to fix that. It's going to cost me a lot of money. And we're not in that premium market like in 2021, 2022, when everybody was buying like crazy because the interest rate was so low. We are in like a freeze market. Right now, people are really looking, they're really checking, they really want to know that what they're buying is a good product. And if they need to spend money on renovations, it needs to be in the price of the house, right? So if a house was 500,000 on the market in great condition, but the seller is asking 500, but he needs 100,000 in work, they will not get the 500.
Right.
They will need to get 400. So you need to put that when you're putting the house on the market. You need to put all the renovation costs into the price.
Right. Exactly.
And when you're giving an offer to an owner, when you are talking to an owner and you're giving them an offer, you gotta tell them how much each item is going to cost.
Right, and then I guess that goes into the important thing is speaking with the seller,
Right.
like making them aware that their house needs all that work,
Exactly.
and then making an offer based on that.
Yes. So yeah, when you're talking to the seller, you gotta tell them that you're putting an offer because of the condition, because of all that.
Right.
What other questions did we get?
How many times do you need to follow up with a lead? That's the next one.
You probably need to follow up with the lead every other day if they're hot.
Yeah, every other day. But like if somebody doesn't really want to sell, they say follow up with me in a month. You don't want to follow up with them every day, right?
Right. So you follow up with them after 2 or 3 weeks. But if they say they're not ready.
Anyways, if they say that they're not ready, then you probably shouldn't reach out to that person. But if they say that they're ready right now, then go and reach out to them every single day. Because some of the deals that we had to get, we literally had to reach out to these people every single day. Right? I'm telling them how like some of the deals that we get, we need to reach out to people every single day. In order to get the leads.
Yeah, no, I got a FedEx delivery over here. But what we're talking about is if somebody is actually they want to sell but they're not sure, they don't know what's going on, you will need to follow up with them next day and tell them what to do, how to do it. Because people are like, you were talking to some guy yesterday, and his property needs so much work, but he needs to go to court, needs to get some money from insurance and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, reach out to me next month. But probably if we reach out to him next month, the property is going to be gone. He's either going to sell it or he's either going to think about stuff.
I noticed that. I was going through a bunch of old leads that we had that we reached out to a long time ago. And all of a sudden you notice these people, they said to reach out in 6 months, but it's only been 3 months and the property sold.
The property is already sold.
Exactly.
Because there are other people getting in line, talking to these people every other day.
Yeah.
And like crazy and getting them crazy and getting them to sign. And you can get something to sign. You can get a property to sign contingent for that case to be done, contingent for something to happen, and you can sign a contract like that. And when that condition is completed, you close.
Right.
So you don't have to wait. If a seller tells you to call in a month or in 2 months, or they're not ready yet, and you think, okay, I'll call them in 2 months, you're gonna miss on that deal. You're gonna miss that. So you always push for the close. you don't wait and for the seller timeline, but you do it on your timeline, and you just be nice when you talk to people. Be nice, but do what you need to do to close the deal.
Right.
So important. Did we get other questions?
Yes. I mean, if the owner says that they're not ready yet, how do you handle that objection?
Yeah, that's what we just talked about.
That's
Yeah, if they're not ready yet, I mean, you either you follow up with them on a daily basis, and you make sure that you know why they're not ready.
right.
So,
Okay. I guess that's the answer to the question.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we'll be here next week on Thursday, every Thursday, 1 p.m. If you have any questions, send us a comment, send us a message, and we'll be happy to help you guys. So, Mike, tell us one more thing about REI Genie, what you offer to realtors right now.
Yeah, so to realtors, what we're offering is we're getting seller appointments. Like I was saying, how the main thing that you want to be doing is going and getting leads where the person actually knows that they're going to be talking to a realtor or whatever you are. Maybe you're a wholesaler. But what we offer to realtors is that for just $100 a month, we're going to go and use that money to run campaigns in whatever price range or zip code criteria you want. And then we're going to send you text overviews of every appointment that we book in your area. And, you know, if it's over $2 million, it's a $300 appointment. If it's under $2 million, it's a $150 appointment. But the decision is in your hands to purchase it or not. You don't have to purchase them, and you're not on auto bill.
Okay, so those are exclusive leads. They get it in their area, and they can decide if they want that lead or not.
Exactly.
And they don't get billed directly automatically. Awesome. That's great. Thank you so much, Mike. This is Florida Investor Deals live stream. We'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
All right. Bye-bye.